Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You were supposed to cheers first.
Oh, I thought you were still adjusting yourself.
I just had to pull up my screen real fast.
You are.
Cheers. I just had to pull up my screen. Alright.
I feel like Martin. Woo. You must be drinking wine and juice.
I ain't want a piece of ice to hit my teeth. It's cold as shit.
What you drinking?
I've been drinking. The same thing I'm always drinking. I'm not supposed to be drinking right now, but the same thing I'm always drinking. The same thing we always drink. Okay.
You would have just let the people know it's not whiskey. You can say a little whiskey, that's all. You ain't get the same thing I'm always drinking. Like the same. You are not paying attention. The same thing I'm always drinking.
They probably, because at this point they're not paying us. I'm not gonna keep saying these people's names.
Like I'm just like, all right, I get you, all right. Don't do me. Any fuck. Listen, I had a long week, bitch.
Me too. Trust me.
Don't do me. I'm still trying to catch up on sleep.
Me too.
Bitch, when we finish, I'm going to catch up on some more sleep.
Me too.
Okay.
Join the club.
Because I am not in the fucking mood. All right, I need to sleep.
Me too.
All right, you ready to get this thing started?
Well,
welcome back, y'all. As y'all can see, like I told y'all last week, I said hopefully we're in a different setting the next time y'all see us. I am manifesting it, and guess what? Boom, baby! Here we are.
in a different space.
As y'all can see. And some cheers here. We did it, y'all. We fucking did it. Bitch, why are you laughing?
Cause you get on my nerves and you're not supposed to be cursing already, but go ahead.
I don't care. We did it, y'all. We did it, okay? I was about sick of them last week. They got on my damn nerves.
They really did.
I had some cussing out to do. I was upset.
Yes.
I didn't like it.
They started.
I didn't to take my fucking card off. I said a reminder. They gonna get my shit. They gonna run that shit. This one like.
Stop the press. We 40.
I don't give a fuck. But
there was so 90s of us. Girl,
what?
Stop the press. Yes. Remember?
I don't give a fuck. I want to say shout out to our girl, Don, for creating this lovely space.
Yeah.
Don, what do you call this space?
Creative Element Studio.
Shout out to our girl, Don, and Creative Element Studio.
Yeah.
Okay. And our new lovely home she has welcomed us in.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all will be seeing us here. Y'all will be seeing us here, okay?
Yes.
Hopefully, we can do some collabs and stuff too, because she got some nice artwork. I might want her to paint a little version of me. I want to need a little nice piece, okay? A little nice piece.
Okay. I don't blame you, girl. I want me too.
I like paintings and sculptures and art and everything. That's what I'm trying to say. Did you get your ticket?
Actually, I did. That's what took me so long. I did it. I got my ticket. No, I'm not going to say what ticket to what, but I got my ticket.
I don't know. We could say
No, I want to tell them about the experience once we go.
I know, but I
just content. We know. I'm gonna put it together and pack it away. Like,
you shaking this fucking bun. It's getting 90 now. This guy, I just got finished watching this freaky documentary. Here you go with this.
I actually didn't watch it. I thought for some reason I heard somebody say it wasn't coming out till 2025. Then I saw 2024. It mixed me up. But what I did get to watch was the Nickelodeon documentary. That's what I did.
That's the one that I know we're opposite because I didn't get a chance to watch that one.
So I'm gonna go home when I'm catching up on my sleep and watch that.
Bitch, send me the link so I can get in the HBO Max because I don't know why I thought I had HBO Max. I went to fucking log in and I didn't. That shit pissed me off.
Okay.
And I was like, bitch, you could have just rented it. But I was so mad. I thought about that this morning. So yeah,
you can go right into my profile room. You got it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need to see that joint. I did. Because when I couldn't remember what streaming service it was coming on, I did kind of go look it up, and I didn't realize that it was one on Hulu that came out in about 2018 or something like that. But it was trying to show like the bright side of it. It was a totally different.
I never knew a bright side of Freaknik.
It's called the Orange, not Freaknik, Nickelodeon.
Oh, I was gonna say, oh my goodness.
It's called the Orange Years. And it was talking about, you know, the positives and the brains behind the brand and so on and so forth. Completely different light and tone than Quiet on the Set.
Completely different tone.
Completely different light and tone.
POV different. Okay. Well, based on what was said and based on, you know, how, first, for me personally, I just felt like,
hold on. Before you start real fast, because you about to go into the Nickelodeon doc, right?
What?
You about to go into the Nickelodeon doc,
yes,
right?
I am. Yes.
You know what I recognize, y'all?
What?
I want to apologize. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, shit. And we just sitting here, keep talking.
We just chatted the fuck along, and I don't know what came over me.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, come on.
Yo, I want to apologize. Listen, it's the end of the month. Okay?
On this good, it's actually Easter Sunday.
It is. Jesus has got up, and I'm going to sleep. Okay? God bless everybody.
I hope y'all Easter Sunday really popping though. Sorry.
And I did all discussing on Easter Sunday, Lord, I'm sorry.
Oh, you know.
I'm going to do some more though, so I might as well repent later on the way to the end of the day.
You know what? What's up, y'all? Thanks for joining us another week. It is us, and it is I, one of your lovely hosts, Anna, the authentic one.
I, she, we is the controversial one, CHRISSIE. And together we are
To each his own.
Alright, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Back to where we left off.
Mm-hmm.
The Nickelodeon documentary.
Okay. What were we saying?
You was talking about, bitch, I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you said you didn't see it. Well, for me personally, I was just having a thought. Like a lot of people did have things to say, and some people didn't. I did feel like there were a couple of moments where I felt like the parents should have pressed the issue a little bit more, because people made it seem like nobody said nothing, but in reality they did, and some of the parents were treated in different ways than other ones were treated. You know, i.e. the black mom of the one guy that, you know, with the peanut butter all over his body, she was getting real uncomfortable with that situation. It just seemed like, you know, it was a lot of foul stuff going on behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure that, you know, myself and other kids who grew up in that era, like, our whole childhood is just like, wow, that whole time it was just inappropriate. Yeah, it's not what we thought it was. And to think that as being young boys, we used to like glorify it. Like Nickelodeon was that work. Like all the shows that I like, a majority of TV that I watched was through that network.
Even the small turn of, I saw a clip that was it a clip or a tweet? Probably was a tweet.
Okay.
That references even the small turn of Nick at Night.
Okay, yeah.
We wasn't supposed to be up at night, you know, watching, you know, salacious cartoons and all that. You know what I mean? We wasn't supposed to be doing that.
That was for, and you can peek the angle.
Yeah. So I'm like, again, but in that childhood mind, when it's just coming at us, of course, we know now, we know it's inappropriate, but at that time, we really didn't know.
We didn't.
We wasn't paying attention to it.
Listen, and if you're out there and your kids are into, you know, the entertainment business at any capacity, I don't care if it's on entry level, I don't care if they are the highest realm of stardom, and you feel like they can't be touched, you never take your eyes off of them. You never, ever turn your face away, your attention, none of that. And if you feel like something ain't right, stand on that shit through and through, because it's crazy.
Y'all work this hard on R. Kelly.
Right. Y'all gotta start going hard on these people in this industry too.
Behind them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And poor Amanda Bynes, she just.
Amanda Bynes, please.
Yeah. That's crazy. Her story is
Poor
crazy.
girl. Well, I'm gonna definitely dig into it. Like I said, send me a link so I can log in. And I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. I know, but I went to log in and I couldn't fucking watch the shit. I'm sorry, my bad. But see, you ain't see freaking, so we even.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Okay, right, we were supposed to be able to talk about it, okay?
I'm sorry.
Right, okay. I'm trying to tell you, I wish I was there for freaking 94.
Oh my god.
Just saying. That shit did get wild though, but
no, it
made me think about, I'm like, we all do our versions of Freaky. It is, you know, a collection of black culture, black people, for black people, by black people. And even thinking about, we went to a PWI and we had to make our own fun. So all they did was make their own fun. The kids who couldn't afford to go home for spring break, and they made their own fun for the week. That's literally all it was. We came up with plenty of ideas very, very similar to that in college, outside of college, in different scenarios and situations where we needed to create our own fun and, you know, bring our people together just so we can have a good time with our hair down. So some situations unfortunately do go left as they get, you know, bigger and broader. And like I said, Freaknik definitely took over the city of Atlanta, and it got to an uncontrollable point. We saw the documentary when Atlanta won the Olympics to host it there for the year of '96. That's when it really kind of took a turn, because Atlanta was like, oh no, we gotta really buckle down, because we need to host the Olympics. We won't have a lot of eyes on us as a city, so we gotta really. It was really a big money call as far as what brought in the most money and what was going to be. I don't want to just say safer, but what was going to be a better economic outcome for the community overall, for the city. So that's where things kind of took a turn. But I definitely remember, of course, the episode of, you know, A Different World, and, you know, the different videos and the songs that reference Freaknik. And I couldn't wait to get older, get up there and get my motherfucking party on. I ain't gonna leave a lie. Because again, like somebody, I can't remember which person referenced it in the documentary, but when you heard about it, when I heard about it, I didn't hear about the crazy shit. You know, the woman that essentially, you know, well, unfortunately got sexually assaulted and the different wild shit that was going on. I just heard about people having a good time and having fun. I didn't hear about the negative aspects of it, which is why I wanted to go. I didn't hear about that negative stuff until I got older and became an adult and really started and went backwards. And then she was like, oh shit, I didn't realize, you know, shit went a little crazy, shit went a little nuts, everything again. But when I was younger and I wanted to go, I didn't hear that stuff.
Yeah, for me, it was the exact opposite. I actually did hear about all the crazy stuff that happened. Because
well, see, you have Greek parents, so that's probably why their perspective was a little bit
and I actually rode through it by accident as a child and got to see firsthand, going down Girard Avenue, like the shit that really pops the fuck off, and it just was like
the Greek picnic that Philadelphia used to host.
That too, but they used to be riding through the city and shit like that. Like a whole bunch of stuff used to be happening and going on. It's just like my mom was like,
tried to make you don't
need to be out here just dealing with that. But my mom was like, this is not what it used to be back in the day when we was out here, you know.
And they went to school in the 80s during the better years of freaking
when it first was
when it was literally all just first about collegiate students going, like when I think, and again, that's another reason or another place where it kind of took a turn, because when people outside of the collegiate atmosphere start to get in the fight, when the hood starts to get in on it, the shit goes left. So. But overall, I think it was a good documentary. I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I just was just going to say, yeah, man, you know, just to, you know, piggyback off that point you made, I just feel like other cities have these kinds of events and they just call it their own thing. And like, you know, it's pretty much a part of the popular culture. And, you know, it just sheds light on the crazy people want to have fun. I think ultimately the people that put it together, they want to have fun. They do because they want everybody to have a good time.
But somebody always got
to take it to the next level. That's just what it is. So,
unfortunately, that version of it with the Greeks did.
Yeah, the Greek picnic. Yeah.
And that shit got crazy to the point where Philadelphia, you know, for a few years was like, no, y'all can't have that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so they kind of had to have, you know, low key with just, you know, some of the OEs.
Like, they go wild.
Right. And that's why it's a whole different when they do have the Greek picnic now. It's very much quieted, it's word of mouth, but you really just see just Greeks down there. It's really not people outside of the Greek community down there, because they really want to keep it away from turning it back to, you know, what it unfortunately spun out of control too.
So yep. You didn't get stuck on that too long.
Right. So what else is going on in the streets? I don't want that ring. Now I'm just gonna say this. It is not every girl's dream to have a big, bold, beautiful wedding, walk down the aisle, or even get married, you know, necessarily to say. But for those who want to, I do think for most women who do, they have just a sort of general idea of how they would like their date to look, or even their proposal to look. And I do think that there is such a thing as a bad or a fucked up wedding, or a bad and or fucked up proposal. I don't think that that is something that you can just do anyway. Even if you decided to do it simplistically, I think the most simplistic way to do a proposal is the two of you, y'all at dinner, whether it's at home or in public, you know, nice dinner, candlelight, whatever the case may be, nice little vibe, ambiance, and you ask her to marry you. That's the simplest I think it can be.
I think the simplest can be y'all in bed together. And
I was just about to say
you wake up with the ring on your finger.
I was just about you took the next door right out my mouth.
Like, just put this shit on my finger.
That little time.
Good morning.
Was cute. That little time, but I do understand that won't necessarily work for everybody. So
that's why you gotta have the right conversations.
Right.
Because who really gonna be mad if they already want to marry you? That's like waking up. It's like you gonna wipe your eyes like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on. I know, wait. You not gonna notice that, John. I know I'm not. I wouldn't notice nothing like that. For like, wait a minute. I did too, but like, it would take you a minute. Like, hold on. Did I? Oh, whoa.
I think I would notice.
Yeah.
So with this particular example, this is I don't want that ring, because this homeboy was stripped out. So here we go, y'all.
So let me show y'all something, bro. I just didn't propose. I ain't gonna record you because that's like I just proposed to my girl. 10 years. We've been together for 10 years, and I just proposed to her, and she just sitting here and just looking at the ring. You just sitting here looking at it.
In a car, didn't put no thought into me. You didn't take me out to dinner or nothing. No type of little setup, bro. Little flowers, nothing. Just after 10 years.
Okay. So, excuse me. If you guys heard it, hopefully you heard it clearly. This young lady is driving. Her and her boyfriend been together for 10 years. He's in the passenger seat. I don't even see a box. I just see he riding in the car
with the shit
driving, and he just like this.
No thanks.
He like this, yo. And she like, after 10 years, like she said, you ain't taking me out to dinner. You ain't put no thought into it. You didn't even like simply get me no flowers, no nothing. Like, I think I would have said no in that moment too. Like, and then some people might say she seems ungrateful. I really don't care. The name of this show is Teach His Own, and it's going to be Teach His Own on this one, because I do think that that's a very effortless, in a negative way, very effortless proposal.
And that ring was ugly.
Like,
let's just say what it is.
It was, yeah, it did.
That ring was ugly.
Cheap.
So you had an ugly ring, and she didn't want the ring, because that's really what it was too. On top of all of that, be real, sis. Stop. Just be
like,
real.
She
the
was
ring was not
hard
doing the thing.
left coming off the highway, and here you go,
just holding it to me, sitting up there looking cheap.
I understand that
it's way more. It's not even all about the ring, but there was no presentation. You didn't even have the ring in a box.
Presentation.
You didn't. Was there a conversation leading up to the moment? Like, did we just come from did we come, like, I don't want to say, did we just come from we didn't even have to come from a 5-star restaurant. It could have been, we just made a really big, important purchase together. Maybe we just finished closing on an important business deal. You're like, you know what? I feel like this is the right moment. Especially if this is a conversation that we already had. I think that would be well thought out and well planned for me too. And then we can plan to have a nice event with our family and friends later on. I think that would have been won her over more than you just saying, you know what, we just got out of Chick-fil-A drive-thru. I just got this 12-piece. I'm about to bust this shit down. Let me just take this joint out of my pocket. I just ran it down the street to get clean from the chinks and shit. So let me just on some hood shit. And that's no racial slander to nobody, but you know how, in the hood we call it a Chinese store. I'm just trying to make the whole situation just be extra. That's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, like, he just probably just said, let me just do it. And maybe, who knows, this could be a situation where she just kept pressuring him. And if you were, then this is what this is the result of you pressuring him.
And that's when you tried to make it seem like, oh, you've been saying you want to get married, you've been together for 10 years, da 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 da. You know, and then you trying to say this is not enough, bitch. No, it's not enough. And girl, you made that up because if marriage is something that you really, really wanted, you shouldn't have stayed with him 10 years without, you know, buckling down or standing on 10 toes. So
yeah,
I felt like that's why he approached you the way that he did.
Mm-hmm.
He felt like as long as he asked you to marry him, that you would be okay. Because he felt like that's what you deserved and that's what you would accept. And that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks for you, sis, because I feel like you deserve more than that too. But I would be like, just so we don't spare ourselves the embarrassment, because this is what you thought you was doing good and I thought it was horrible. So let's just not put this on the internet altogether.
And he put it on the internet. She did say stop recording me. He was like, no, I'm putting it on the internet for everybody. You know, I'm recording for everybody to say. I done knocked that shit out of his hand.
Yeah, me too. Like, no, save me the embarrassment and yourself too. Anyway.
I started saying all kinds of crazy shit about him. I done made him turn that motherfucker.
Yo, you're crazy. Not any kind of thing.
I'm just saying. Anyway. Next. Last and final thing that's going on in the streets, y'all. What's this is? Oh, bitch, do a dance. I thought this was so funny. So there's a video on TikTok of a professor giving students an option to do a 15-second dance or a 15,000 word paper due by the same night. Only one person danced. Somebody said, tweeted, the way I would have been up doing my chicken head and hitting my heel toe in front of the class for 15 minutes if I had to. And it was just a string of a thread of memes with us doing people doing different cultural dances, because the way that the black folks would have got up and broke it down.
Girl, I would have reinvented the Usher Super Bowl performance. First of all, that was 13 minutes right there. So then all you had to do was add on your little warm up in the beginning and your little cool down at the end.
Bitch, you could have hit the
yeah, okay. You should have you could have rolled that out to the end. Like the way I would have.
You could have did the intro to my.
You could have square danced at the end. It just said dance.
You could have did
so much.
The chorus to Crazy in Love. Certain courses, certain songs. We know the dances to remember the video. Got me looking so crazy right now. You could have broke that shit down.
Yeah, right. 15,000 work.
Do by the same night, bitch. I'm not about to go home and tire my eyes.
For what?
But I'll tire these joints out.
Me too. Okay, you better put some icy hot on
I was fucking that bitch. Show your
okay.
Bitch,
it's my night.
Okay.
15 minutes of fame. Sure, why not?
Sensational.
This one, I get an A. Okay, all right, cool. That's all I'm worried about.
But she would like dance 5 more times for 5 more people. Which I would love. Turn on a song, bitch.
Exactly. I made it a whole battle. Like,
turn on some gear. I'm break this bitch down.
You was talking
about. You already know I would have, but they some listen. Needless to say, but you ain't got to act. Don't challenge us to a bill. Okay, so I'm saying try it.
Let's jump into the boss of the week. Who is the boss of the week? Boss of the week is Genesis Beauty Supply. This is a black-owned beauty supply store.
Come on, Genesis.
So for all your beauty, yes, all your beauty supply needs, holla at Genesis Beauty Supply. Mm-hmm. Where are they located? They are located. Where are they located? I can't find it. Oh, I can't find their location. But if you look up for them on Instagram, they're Genesis, spelled like the Bible, beauty supply, everything like the dictionary, 8 on Instagram.
I don't read no Bible.
So, yeah, well, listen, if you want to support a black-owned beauty supply store, this is the store to go to, Genesis Beauty Supply. Shout out to you. You're the boss of the week. I see you got some, you got everything. You got all the products. You got all the braiding hair. Got some wigs up in there. Yep. Flexi Rods. Yeah, they going to get you right. Shout out to y'all. So we can jump into the first topic if you would like. I feel like this was something that was a running topic.
Oh, take this guy ticket too. I just told them.
I'm crying. Not you over here telling other people to get their ticket too. But anyway, I named this Happy Mother, Happy Child because I felt like this was something that was trending all week long from what I've seen. Well, not all week long, but recently. So let's just hop right into it. I think my volume is up.
Turn my volume up. Come on, Missy.
Let me see.
See, look what popped up on my shit.
Do you guys know the number one outcome or the number one indicator for how children grow up to thrive, whether or not they actually do?
I thought it was the daddy in the house.
Absolutely not.
What's
Believe
that?
it or not, it is the quality of their mother's happiness.
Wow.
Damn. The quality their mother's happiness is the number one indicator as to whether or not a child will grow up to thrive. Because if you have a depressed mother, if you have an anxious mother, if you have a mother with post-traumatic stress disorder who is having to disconnect from her own body, she cannot show up to nurture you. She cannot show up to support you. She cannot fully step into that space. And what she will teach you about being in relationships with other people, whether you can trust them, whether you can trust yourself, whether you can actually be committed and connected to somebody and know that they will reciprocate that to you in a healthy way, she teaches you that, not through her words, but through her actions. And so what I will say to you, sis, is that you have to decide for yourself how you want your children not to just grow up in your house, but to grow up in this world. Because you are teaching them that right now through how you are living your life and showing them how life is supposed to be in this roof with this man. Do you guys?
So that was a word spoken from the mouth of a Black female therapist directly, and that was her outlook. And I feel like she is on to something for sure, 1,000%. I can say even with my professional life and my experience, with the kind of work that I do, it is, and even me just growing up as a young Black girl with a Black mother, there were times where, of course, parents have to grin and bear when they're going through things. But there were times when, because nobody's parents are perfect, if my mom was going through certain things at different times, it affected her differently. And yes, I could tell that, it was bothering her. And sometimes it did have a toll on me, because in my head, I'm just like, well, if my mom is upset, like, how can I make it better? Like, what can I do? Naturally so, because when we love someone, and especially as a child, as a parent, you want them to be okay. You want everything to be fine, because, happy mama, happy household, right? That's how I always felt. And I didn't feel like my happiness mattered any less than hers did. I just felt like it mattered, period. Like, everyone should deserve to be happy in the household. And, I realized, that children, when they're put in, especially if it's a parent that doesn't necessarily have the emotional intelligence or the ability and the wherewithal to say, my child should never feel the brunt of this situation. Let me go ahead and put my good big, put my poker face on and step out here and do what I need to do as a mother, because the job is never ending. Sometimes sometimes it's on purpose, but sometimes mistakenly they put you in the shoes of being a parent, because now the curtain has been pulled back, and now you are abreast to some things that have been happening that you don't have control over. They might not necessarily have any control over it, but it's just like your child should never have to feel certain things, and I do agree with that. I feel like a child should just be a child. So yes, I do agree with her outlook, me personally, from my personal experience.
I do agree a child should just be a child, but there are some instances, maybe, or some moments in life where that may be difficult. I do agree to the point where you say, I do think specifically, especially in Black households, mothers try, to mask the pain and the negativity and try to hide a lot of the stuff. Well, at least in my household, my mother did. She never really wanted to show different things, but I remember a conversation we had sometime over the last year. I remember saying to her, Mom, I remember being at, the holiday days, and y'all saying, oh, y'all go sit at the kids' table, y'all can't sit at the grown folk table, or, y'all having different conversations when adults are around, and y'all been saying, oh, go play outside, and go play in another room. I said, just because y'all removed us from the room, don't mean y'all can control what we heard. Mm-hmm. I said, so y'all never really paid attention to that. As adults, I said, and you know what you didn't want me to see, but you never know what I heard. She said, you know what? You make a lot of sense when you say that. I said, because also, parents come from this big, again, a lot of Black parents come from this big idea of do what I say, not what I do. But then you teach us, on the other hand, actions speak louder than words. Mm-hmm. So those two statements are contradictory to each other when you're raising a child. You know what I'm saying? So when a child is developing, we kind of have a battle almost. Mm-hmm. What do we do? And I do think when parents are going through things, don't negate or pay more attention to if your child's behavior is starting to change during that time. Because again, you may be trying to hide something that they may see crystal clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You may not be hiding it as well as you think you are, bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think to a degree, it is okay to be honest with kids about certain things. You know, although they shouldn't carry certain things, it's okay to be honest about other things, just so the communication, you can control the narrative versus you saying one thing and trying to shut them down, and then they just got to figure out the rest. You don't want them to try to figure it out, but they try to figure out the rest because they're confused from what you're telling them versus what you're showing them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's a great point. And I definitely feel like my mom tried to do that, and my dad took a while for him to be able to like say things like, because he's like a non-confrontational person, so he'll just, you know, things will just roll off his back or whatever like that. But I think essentially yes. Both parents, honestly, if you have both of them in the house, their happiness does matter. But shout out to all the black moms out there. Happy Easter Sunday. Y'all gonna be popping.
happy Easter egg, hallelujah, nuggets and bits. Okay. All right. So that is it for that particular topic. Let's move on to the next. I just thought this was funny. So the first one, you know, we just got the moms and children. Now this one, I think you should keep the kids out your business.
I'm crying.
Cause this one got a little freaky. I'm sorry, y'all. So I found this. Girl, it was a whole thread about a grandma whose sneaky link came over and the sneaky link died. Okay? And the granddaughter had to bring the old man back to life. She said they called his wife to let her know that he was over there and he almost kicked the bucket. That's what happened. He passed out because they let the wife know that he was cheating. And he, you know? Do you remember that episode of Golden Girls when Rose was fucking that man and he died and he was married? And she had to call the wife and tell him, if anybody watching this, if y'all watched the Golden Girls as much as I did, if y'all remember that episode where Rose was messing with that man, she was sleeping with that man, she didn't find out he was married until after she was sleeping when he said that he was divorced. And she had to call the wife and tell him that he died. And the wife said, oh, he died with you? She knew he was cheating the whole time he was married. That's what this reminded me of. So that's the little bit of this story, y'all, because this shit is funny. I'm sorry.
Not the whole time he was married.
This shit finna get ghetto. Hold on, y'all. And I'm going to let y'all in on it, okay?
I can't.
Give me 2 seconds.
Now, Liz explained to me why my grandma's teacher Nick thought it was a good idea to come to her house yesterday and die. It's no secret. Everybody knows. Our family knows. Their spouses knew. Everybody knows. It's been years. It's literally been all of my life to the point where I call him Uncle such and such, right? So, in their old ass age, they're still up to the antics. So, yesterday, I'm asleep, having me a good old rest, and my wakes me up like, hey, Grandma's screaming your name. She's screaming your name. I come like, what? Like, what do you mean? Hey, I'm trying to sleep. What's going on? She's like, get down here. Get down here now. So naturally, I run my happy black ass down there because I'm feeling like, okay, maybe she fell. Like, she needs help. I don't even know that he's here. So I get down there and I see her, and she's standing up. I'm like, girl, you screaming my name? I think it's something wrong with you. What's going on? I see this man limped in the chair, jaundiced AF, gone. Like, he like this. Now, Liz explained to me why my grandma's teaching.
That's how you. That's how you say
That's scary.
So naturally, I'm like, okay, we have to call 911. So, but my grandma already had 911 on the phone, and that's a big deal for her because she does have Alzheimer's. So the fact that she remembered to call 911, I was like, okay, man, I see you, because like she's to the point where her motor skills are deteriorating. So like she struggles with like working the TV, locking doors, working water faucets, but she found a way to call 911 for her. Yes, she did. So 911 on the phone. So they told me to lay this man on the ground. I laid this man on the ground. I laid him on the ground and go, did you just take your last breath? Wake up! You did not just try to take your last breath. Like, get your ass up. So then,
You're trying to leave.
I'm ready to, okay, so what do you want me to do? Like, I feel like I need to do CPR because he is not here. Like, he
is not here.
He's not coherent at all. Well, yeah, he passed out. Bitch, are you here or me? Are you here or me? Because passed out is...
Tap, shout, tap, sis. Tap, shout, tap.
She passed out. She passed out.
He was gone. He had a period, but he was like... Again, trying to take his last breath on the ground.
compressions. So I started compressions on him, which I was very shocked that I even had to do because he has a pacemaker. It's like, why did they not kick in? You get a refund, okay? So I started compressions on him. And he starts like, paramedics, I don't get paid for this. So then the paramedics finally pull up, they come in there, they see him, he's at the end of coming back to the light.
Alright, so I'm gonna pass over to the end since he at the end of coming back to the light. We gonna get to the last part.
The fuck? Stop speaking to me because it ain't always gonna be me at your inky licky house saying to you, I'm going to hell. Alright, good night. Have a good day.
Stop speaking linking because it's not always.
I'm turning around to my grandma, I'm like, I better be in your will, bro, because this don't make no sense. Like, real real. Like, you gonna put me in your will when I leave here, I'm gonna find you and hunt you in the afterlife. How about that? Because this is too much for me.
First of all,
Pulling stunts at this old age. I'd have got my grandma together real fast. Real fast. Gather yourself, Grandma. Gather yourself. Because what in the ghetto? Why is Mr. Gilroy passing out like that?
first of all, I just want to know in her old Alzheimer's ass having ass, how can she still remember the fuck? That's what kills me about these diseases that fuck with your brain. The part of your brain that you get horny with,
Listen,
do not ever shut the fuck off.
it really don't.
It never shuts off.
It don't. That's how. Listen. Listen. At the end of the
Get
day,
out of your mind, but you still gonna bust a nut.
she told this man he needed to get a refund
She
for his
you need to
pacemaker
get-
because why is it not kicking in?
She said,
She said because after I got done arguing with her stupid ass, and she came to the conclusion I need to start doing compressions.
y'all should have seen this
I'm
bitch
like-
sleep in the corner. She said, I see him slump in the chair.
I'm like, well, did you do shout tap shout, ma'am? Did you do shout tap? Because you gotta check and make sure the scene is safe for you and him first.
Did you do that?
Did you? Okay. Yes, please. With your two breaths. Come on. Tilt the head. Tilt the head.
Out. Do you hear me?
Woo. Grandma's
That's
rolling
funny.
though. Don't hit
How
me with
old
side
Alzheimer's having is, y'all. We do have the link. We will have it in the description of the episode if y'all want
She is funny.
to watch the entire story. Cause listen, y'all watched that 50 part on that TikTok. Y'all should have watched this. This was worth watching.
I hate you.
This was only 8 parts. This is worth watching. Okay, I laughed every fucking moment. This was worth watching. Okay.
Poor little Lisa Reese.
Oh Lord.
I'm hot on her. Whew. I remember my grandma boyfriend. That was my man. Shout out to Mr. Dennis. That was my grandma boyfriend. He used to come visit her child. Don't play. I remember one day she was falling. I couldn't get her, and we both picked her up together. Shout out to Mr. Dennis.
And not Dennis the Menace.
My grandma made play about her boyfriend. He came to see her every week. Okay, period. Mr. Dennis used to roll through, honey, bringing them good peppermints.
She messed with this from Temptation.
You
sure?
No, she wasn't. No, my other grandma was the one that made her own clothes and rolled with the Temptations on the two of us. That she was a different breed, honey. This one went to Bible Baptist Church. The other one was not so much.
Sure doesn't. Dennis Copper was a Rolling Stone, so make sure. Just saying.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Billy stand up. Say, no.
Not no Billy stand
Right.
the fuck up. I don't be trying to act like she not from fucking North Carolina. She be trying to claim the county and shit. That's why I piss me off.
I'm from both.
County and shit. Bitch, you not from both. You gotta pick a side, hoe.
All right, Nikki, damn. Anywhere. Topic number 3. Sitting over there looking like saucy. You the one that filmed this topic though. You is. You know more about it than me.
What she said, I think was right now. Jill on my girl. So shout out to all my Bad Girls Club fans out there, my babies fans. I can look at them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ratchet TV.
Anyway, my girl Jayla had went on one of them other guys' podcasts. I don't know whoever it was.
Okay.
But me and Jayla generally see eye to eye. Okay. And Jayla said some things that are right because I'm gonna just proceed this with this. As a woman who I know, I have a very strong personality, especially when it comes to men. Men can't outsmart me because I'm typically on their tight time before they get there. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? I do think when she spoke about the topic of submission, she was dead on, and it was like ding, like a light bulb moment that had went off in my head. I'm like, that's exactly it. That's how I feel. So shout out to my aggressive girls in the building and my aggressive girls in the audience. Shout out to my girls who trying to say, they try to say you act like a nigga, that they can't put a wool over your motherfucking eyes. Okay? You tell them to close they motherfucking eyes. Shout out to y'all, because this is the only type of guy who will be able to get us to submit. Like I said, my girl Jayla from Big Girl, she was right on, okay? So let's listen to what it is she got to say.
What make women submit?
I'm gonna tell you,
Everything she just said.
so I can reiterate it. So for me,
I'm slow a little bit. I'm from St. Louis.
So for me, what puts me in a place where I'm comfortable, because nothing can make me submit. I have to choose submission.
Come on.
But what makes me comfortable with submission is a man that, once again, puts me in a place where I am comfortable with my divine feminine energy, the way he talks to me, the way he treats me, him being intentional about his energy and his approach with where he wants to lead me to. You know what I'm saying? In order for me to submit to a man, you have to have clear direction, not only for yourself, but for me too. Because if you don't know where you're going, you can't lead me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be disciplined. You have to be a good communicator. You have to be a great listener, and you have to be emotionally available. You have to have moral compass. You have to have a great relationship with God and your mother. And you have to be a provider.
But you won't. Why you talking about like that? Let me.
Come on, Jayla.
Okay. She wrapped that up, summed that up.
So I think she summed it up very well, very nicely. No?
Why are you looking like that? You alright?
Like what?
Just look very nice. You alright? Yeah, but she know, in all seriousness, she really did. No, she did. She had a lot of major key points that were important to her.
Major key.
Yeah.
Come on, DJ Khaled.
Yeah, that were important to her. Of course, we ain't trying to say that all of that is important for everybody, but, you know, and she may have left out some things that you feel are way more, or, you know,
and
important.
I think off the top of the dome, she hit a lot of very good points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, you said something very great right there. There could have been a few other things that she could have added or may have left out. That I don't know, I gotta make sure that. But that's not to say that what she said overall was good.
Yeah, I think overall when people talk about, especially when it comes to topics so broad and so subjective as these, because what another person needs might not necessarily be the needs of another. So when you're speaking about relationships and what the criteria are on what means, what's valuable to you, what you deem important, it's going to sound different to different people. So, you know, just gotta respect how somebody, you know.
Yeah, because when Cameron and them said, "It's not only my clothes, my hair, my nails, I
really mean it."
Baby, oh, heaven, ow.
I hate you.
That was my shit. So ultimately, you know, I'm 5 fingers behind her closed fist. Jayla Power on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with her, but yeah, I could see. She definitely sounds like
she was on it, and she was on the same season with the Claremont twins.
Okay.
I think that was season 15 or 16.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of seasons. I didn't realize they had that many seasons, but
It was
anyway.
17 seasons.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. A lot more than I thought they had.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into the last part of the show, the reality check.
The reality check it out.
So
check. Oh, we
reality
should call name and say what that. We gotta call Queen Latifah. Ask her for that. I want that little check it out.
Is it? Whoa.
No. You don't think Queen would give it to us?
Huh?
You don't think Queen would give it to us? I'm reaching out to the team. I don't know what you say.
Go ahead. You can, but I'm not sure. But why is this not coming up?
Is it not coming up for you?
Yeah, it just really like.
All right, give me a minute. Let me see if it'll show up on my.
It just tried to play me real fast.
I know exactly what it is too. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I got it.
Yeah, because that was just crazy. Because I just clicked on it by
I
accident.
just want to say this because it was the first episode. Excuse me. The first topic that we had on today is the Happy Mother, Happy Child. I saw that, and I didn't think to put it on the list as a topic. Also, specifically for this reality check plus some other things. There are things that I see. This is how I know Anna spent too much time being my friend. Because there are things that I see that I don't think Anna would be interested in or maybe think is necessarily appropriate for us to discuss. And then when I see her put it on the fucking list, of topics, I just chuckled to my fucking self because I was like, oh my God, I would have never expected that.
I'm crying.
From Anna of all people.
What is it? She's being so extra. Now I'm mad that I don't remember what it is. What bitch?
No, but this reality check is one of them. I saw this reality check and I laughed to myself. I said, oh my goodness. And I didn't think that this is one that I didn't think that she would necessarily think would be appropriate or neither or care to put on a reality, not as a topic, clearly I would have put it as a reality check as well. I didn't even think she would care again or think it was appropriate to put on the list. I'm like, yo, she been my friend too long. I mean, Anna is turning into me. And I am loving it. Okay,
No,
I am loving that more of my ways are flourishing. And they're shining through. I love you, friend. How many years has it been already?
Too long.
See, that's how you know she know. Bitch, I know you now.
We was teens.
Bitch, I know you now. So let's go ahead and get into it real quick so we can wrap this episode.
Yeah, don't be scream kicking that. Oh, Jesus.
You taking them shot, bitch. Alright, so this week's reality check is you fight one celebrity and if you win, you take all of their money. Who are you fighting? Now, I think that this is like, I think this can make some people look like bad people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the first question, the person that just popped in my head.
Because I feel like you can fight certain people and automatically like take advantage of them.
Yeah.
Because you know they have a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be right. But then again, depending on who that person is, if it is, you know, if it's an enemy of the state.
if they're canceled,
if it's an enemy of the state, then maybe I might not give a fuck. Now, because it's two sides to this question, but this latter half of this question says, and take all of their money. Because when you read the first half, it's like, oh, you pick a celebrity and you want to fight. It's like, oh, okay. It made me think about, okay, well, who would I want to fight? Like, well, who would I dislike that? Well, not dislike that much. There's nobody I dislike that much. But who would I be willing to fight just because? But then it got to the money part. I'm like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, you have to reconsider. Yes.
I got to double back and think about the coins first.
Absolutely.
I got to think about the coinage.
Who after
work my like you said.
It's definitely a strategic way of, you know, figuring this out.
I feel like automatically the audience would think we're going to choose women, but again, I could just, you know, be an asshole and choose somebody old and fragile. Whoop their ass and take the red. And for real, I'm gonna just say this: I'm fighting Oprah Winfrey.
I said that was the literal person I said I was going. I said I will make the shit out of her and take off.
I'm making the shit out of Oprah.
I want give me those billions.
Give me Oprah, and you take Oprah, I take you.
Bitch, tag team. Ain't nothing like it. Fuck it. We the new reinvented versions. And we going back to the hood. You get a car, you get some.
He wasn't always doing some shit. I said I run with Trump, but he always doing some shit with his money. So I would Trump ass on the game.
True that.
I'm gonna fuck with his thick orange haired ass, big bob, big back ass. I'm gonna fuck about that big wrinkled back bitch.
What?
I would treat that shit like old sandpaper and go to work on his ass. You hear me?
Shut the fuck up, bro. Where do your mind be at, bro? Oh my God, I don't know. But besides that, that was my first thought initially, and I don't know why I thought of Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, really? I can't believe a lot. I don't know how.
He ruined it because he's so curt. He ruined the shit where he wanted to be.
I don't know how she gonna come, but a bitch love a challenge. I run with Beyonce.
Oh, y'all would too, and I'm trashing Elton John too. That nigga got Period. Elton, I'm sorry, you gotta catch these hands, boy.
Bitch, the first person I thought about
was my God, I'm crying.
What's his name? Bill Gates, bitch.
Yo, I'm gonna knock Warren Buffett out his sneakers.
Bill Gates and Warren Buffett going off when they.
I'm cleaning this shit.
That's why I proceeded with saying like I could just be unfair and take somebody old and fragile and just saying.
Bro, can you think of old as shit? Can't even. Like,
but if you want to be fair, like I said, because we not that far in age. I don't know how she coming. I'm rumbling. I know she got a bag. I'm rumbling Beyonce.
Okay, that makes sense. She can find.
No shade. Don't come at me, BI, bitches. It's just a question. It's just a fucking question. Y'all start y'all shit, bitch. Y'all can line it up. Whenever I see y'all.
I would have to fight Rihanna too, just on the strength that I love her and I know she's gonna fight me back.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know how she comes.
So that would make the victory much sweeter. Just gonna pull out Peggy Sue, bitch.
Right.
Man.
You said just a rumble.
Okay.
You just say.
Oh my God, I'm screaming. You are crazy, bro.
Well, that is funny, and that wraps up the end of this episode. Let us know if you could choose a celebrity and take all of their bread you win. Who you want to fight? Who you want to fight?
No, some of them comments, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit, bro, they had me screaming.
No,
like,
that ironically.
Somebody gonna say, no, and I don't believe in hitting children, but somebody gonna say I will knock north all the way to the fucking west. I'm like, oh my God. You going to hell. Whoever said that, I ain't even gonna put your business out there.
Kim Kardashian is another one though. I knocked her the fuck out real quick and take her.
Somebody gonna say Stevie not gonna know what hit my promise.
Yo.
I'm so sorry. Not you gonna knock Beyonce into formation. We're ending this episode is over now. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for coming back next week and the week after that. And invite your homeboys and homegirls. And go to the pod's website, CHRISSIEownpod.com. You know, you can watch us anywhere though. So
watch, like, subscribe, leave us a rating or review.
Yes.
Share with your homeboys and check us out next week, each and every Sunday on audio anywhere you listen and visually on YouTube on Mondays.
Yes, and start letting us know what kind of stuff y'all want to see behind the paywall, y'all. Because we trying to let us know.
Right, exactly how much of our business do y'all want to fucking be in, and then we'll pick it up.
I ain't say all that, but yeah.
I mean, but you know they don't want those. You gotta give a little girl.
I don't give a.
That's how this world works.
We gonna talk about this later. I don't give a.
No, they gonna be not too much. Not too much. Not too much. Okay, I'm gonna be in my business. I guess I'll see you next time.
Yeah. Again, it is Anna, the authentic one.
And CHRISSIE,
And together we are.
To each his own.
Bye.